Next is internal structure of the lungs. As we have already done that from the trachea divides into two primary bronchi, and these primary bronchi enters into lung, which divide to form secondary bronchi, secondary then tertiary bronchi, tertiary bronchi then subdivide into initial small branches called initial bronchiole. Up to initial bronchiole, all are supported by the cartilage rings. You can see in the diagram, up to initial bronchiole, all of them have the cartilage ring. Later on, cartilage rings disappear in the bronchiole. Next, initial bronchiole subdivide to form terminal bronchiole. As they go deeper into the lung, terminal bronchiole divides into respiratory bronchiole. Terminal bronchiole subdivide into respiratory bronchiole, which open into alveolar duct. Now each alveolar duct, it opens into a blind chamber called the alveolar sac. It consists of several small pouches, the air sac or alveolus. These are the small pouches known as the alveoli or alveolar sac. Now, as you have studied in your class 10th also, the alveoli have very thin wall and extensive network of blood capillaries, due to which exchange of gases takes place easily. Thus, each alveolus may be called a miniature lung, where exchange of gases take place. Now, each alveolus or alveoli is the plural, alveolus is singular. Same you can see here that they are mentioning bronchus, and I was telling you bronchi. Bronchi is plural and bronchus is singular. Okay. So now each alveolus, if you can see in the internal structure of alveolus, each alveolus, it is lined by a thin film of a substance known as lecithin. Lecithin, lecithin. Lecithin lines normally the alveoli of the lung, that lowers the surface tension and keeps the alveoli open. So it prevents the collapsing of the alveoli. So the branching network of bronchi, bronchiole and alveoli comprise the lung. So these structures are present inside the lungs. The part starting with the external nostril up to terminal bronchiole are known as the conducting part of the respiratory system. So these are known as the conducting part of the respiratory system. Why? What is the function of conducting part of the respiratory system? Number 1, it transports the atmospheric air to the alveoli. It clears the air from the foreign particles. Third, it humidifies and also brings the air to body temperature. Next is the respiratory part or exchange part. The alveoli and their ducts, that is alveolar duct and alveoli, together they form the respiratory or exchange part of the respiratory system. It is the actual site for the diffusion of carbon dioxide and oxygen between blood and the atmospheric air. So with this, respiratory system of human being is complete.